What's up, guys? Alex here from Business and Fitness. Something something I think people don't concentrate enough on or really give enough attention is the law of attraction and what I believe is good karma in business. I just wanted to make a quick video to kind of explain what I mean by that because I felt it firsthand many times and I've seen it come around, and I think it's important to also note that it's not instant gratification. It doesn't come full circle straight away. Now, what I mean by that, and a lot of people in the industry that I know as well can probably comment on their own experiences, is that necessarily you might spend a ton of money, devote a ton of time and effort, and feel like you're not really getting anywhere. I feel like you might even be going backwards because now you've spent this money, you've used this time that you could have dedicated to doing perhaps something else that was going to help you, and you feel like you're not really getting the reward or even breaking even on what you were doing. What I wanted to make this video about is, after I'm now almost a month of two away from being 4 years now in the business, working for myself, which is another important thing. You're never working for yourself. That's a bullshit concept. Nobody works for themselves. You always work for your customers. You are self-employed, yes, but you never work for yourself. Anyway, so yeah, what I wanted to say was little things I've noticed, and not necessarily being nice just to be nice, but just generally giving a shit about what your customers want, and going out of your way for people that at the end of the day going out of their way to support you, and not expecting it to come full circle, but it normally does. Giving without expecting to receive, or giving before receiving, is always the best way to go about it, I found. What I mean by that is, for example, for Citizen Zeus, went to poach Sue Lasma. I wanted her to be the international face of Citizen Zeus. I liked her look. I like the way she presents herself, and how kind she is to her customers, her fans, and how much time and dedication she puts into just listening to people and making their day on a daily basis. Now, little things. I approached her website, and I contacted her, and I actually got hit up by this guy, Louise or whatever, who's not actually with her anymore, who was her assessor and her agent. Anyway, after about months and months of emailing back proposals, he just stopped communication with me, and I was kind of like, well, that sucks. I can't believe all the time and effort I put into writing those emails, and kind of wishful thinking, thinking we were getting closer to the goal of getting her over here, and then nothing. And basically, I thought, okay, I'm going to try and Facebook her. I know it's not professional, but I need to find a way to get in contact with her because I know this proposal's so good. Why would she say no? So anyway, I found her personal Facebook page after finding it through her business page, and I contacted her, and it went to that little other box in Facebook. And little did I know, you can actually pay like $1.30 for it to show up in her personal messages and not an other box. So I went, oh yeah, what not? It's $1.30. Worst case, she'll see it, and then she can tell me no herself. So anyway, she saw it. Straight away, she wanted to be involved, and she couldn't believe that she hadn't been getting my emails. It turns out that Lewis guy had never been passing it on to her. So, next minute we get her Skype, we get her on WhatsApp, and we start communicating, and, CCing all, just three managers, CCing her managers into all our conversations. And, she's coming to stay with Jess and I for a week in the first week of June. So she's going to be here. We're going to be doing photo shoots where this is all prepping, getting kind of her ready for the Arnold's in Melbourne, where we do the big stand, and we'll have a lot more coming. We've got the second range of Citizen Zeus coming really soon, which she'll obviously be modeling. We're going to go huge on wholesale. I haven't actually approached any stores yet, but we've already had a couple stores and retailers hit me up, and I put in pretty decent orders for Citizen Zeus, and we're not even really ready for it. So that was my plan, was really to wait till the second order had come in, which is, it's literally in the air or on the water or whatever right now. It'll be in about a week. We've got about 25 new items. I will be wholesaling 100% of it, hitting up all the gyms internationally and locally that I can, and really getting my feelers out there, seeing who wants it. Obviously, having Sue Lasma on the front, whose following literally goes up 1,000 to 2,000 a day now. She's set to hit 1 million followers by the end of the year, which is insane. And couldn't go to a more deserving person who really knows how to utilize that market and appeal to it in a really kind of unique way. Which we're really excited to be a part of. And, we've had lengthy Skype meetings face to face, and she's really happy to be a part with us. She's one of those people that likes to be involved with something, not because of the money or for that side of it, but more because of good. She literally said, I like to go on people's energy and vibes, and she felt like coming with us and our little citizen squad would be something that she feels she wants to be a part of, which was awesome. And basically what I mean by being persistent. And there's those things you see on Facebook where there's that guy chipping away at a rock. It's like a cartoon. He's chipping away at a rock, and he's been chipping clearly for like a month. And right as he gives up, he's right before the diamond, and then the guy above him just keeps going and gets to the diamond at the end of the day. So you really, sometimes it's got to get worse before it gets better. Most times for me, it has to get worse before it gets better. Um, I heard a cool saying from this. I think his name's Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker, and I was watching one of his videos this morning. I just podcast him on the way to work, and he said something along the lines of, "If you work hard, your life will be good, and if your work's hard, life will be good, and if your life's easy, what was it? Oh yeah, it said work hard for your life to be good, or take it easy for your life to be hard." And that totally connected with me, and I totally understand that on a personal level. And I know people like my good friend of mine, Simon from Fitware, who probably didn't feel like he was really getting the just reward for all his time and effort in the first couple of years, and now he's got like half his company bought out, a couple more companies on the way, and really just traveling the world now, which is cool. We'll be going to China together end of year or next year to work on some other stuff, which is really exciting. But yeah, I can't think of anybody who's been successful that doesn't have really shit stories, or things that just didn't go well for them. Uh, and maybe they didn't share that with you or whatever, but that's definitely the case. Um, yeah, so putting out your positive vibes, and you never know who knows somebody. For me, it might be a customer that's been coming for 3 or 4 years that we just have a chat every now and then, just a genuine chat. Then 4 or 5 years down the track, I decide to maybe start a business in a certain industry. Turns out they know the owner of one of the biggest companies in the country that manufactures what we want to make, or knows the marketing supervisors for Coke, or whatever it is. You really never know who you know. And people that know you personally, or have been shopping with you, or have used your services before, and think highly of you, or at least understand that you're a professional person, will go out of their way to help you against if they didn't know you, you're just a stranger. And a lot of people do some really dicky things and get some big short-term rewards, and then long-term they kind of fade out. Like some people might say that's a retailer, they might slash their prices, make a couple bucks, and all of a sudden get this huge spike in sales where it's not really a real spike. And then they've kind of conditioned their market to expect or to only buy when they're bastardizing their prices. And then their model's screwed 6 months down the track. They can't make money, they can't pay rent, and then you see them drop off. A lot of people also in the fitness industry always coming up to me going, "Oh, I really want to try this, but it's such a flooded market. I feel like it'll just get lost." It's like, look, it's always going to be a flooded market because it's popular and people like to do it. But I can speak from experience, at least 4 brands that started with Jymlocker on the original roster that we had when we started the website 16 months ago. Three or four of those brands have now dropped off into nothing. That's only been 16 months. There's room for more people. There was always room for a great product, a great service, whatever it is. No matter how flooded the market is, if your idea is awesome, it will kill in any climate. And you just have to be realistic with yourself, and not look at it through rosy-colored glasses. Make sure your idea is really good. Don't show it to people who will just tell you what you want to hear. Go to strangers who don't know you. Even tell them it's someone else's idea. I used to do that. I used to show people clothing or whatever it was that I had done, and go, "Oh, my friend made this, and I don't have the heart to tell them the truth." And then I get their advice, and you're going to get the real essential advice that you need to hear. It might not be positive. If it's negative, that's probably the most positive thing you can get, is honesty. So never ever negate that, or go to people that will just tell you what to hear, because you will just end up going in circles and then end up resenting them for it. You always want to be honest with people. I actually just invested in Matt from World Gym Brisbane just sent me a link. Literally yesterday, and I ended up pre-ordering 2 of them within 15 minutes of seeing it. These I don't know if you heard of them, these new things called Lily cameras. Now, you'd think a camera, after the GoPro came and basically took a giant shit on everyone else who was just destroyed it and now owns like 90 or 80% market share. It's like they have like a Lego market share in their industry. So anyway, this Lily camera comes along, which I've pre-ordered two of, like I said, and comes out in February. And essentially, it's a hovering camera that follows you by tracking and gets shots that you basically can't get with anything, unless you hire a helicopter, put a camera GoPro there, and do all this other stuff. It's obviously nowhere near that kind of price. And the CEO, I believe, is 24-year-old Canadian or American dude whose goal is to crush GoPro. Now here is GoPro, seemingly what is probably, it's still going to be around, what is in a flooded market and has that market share. Once this Lily camera comes out, and obviously after people like me spend the stupid money to buy it up front just because we want to have it, and then over time as their production economies of scale goes up, it'll get cheaper and cheaper and more competitive with the GoPro, to the point where they'll probably be around the same price, unless one of them budges on obviously competitive pricing, and Lily will take up a big plot of that market share. I'm pretty positive on that. If they can get that price down, and obviously the laws around remote cameras and stuff like that start to lax as Lily starts paying more and more tax, and the government kind of sees a way to make money off of it, which they will. Which is kind of a prime example to me about how any market that you think might be impenetrable or might be intimidated, which is another thing, should never get intimidated. Because can you imagine going into the camera industry, looking at GoPro and going, okay, I have to beat that. Then you come up with something. Like with anything, when there's a problem that needs solving, usually solving that problem is the next big thing. It has to be a real problem. Like, I can't get aerial shots, I can't afford these crazy things. I want something that can kind of track my holidays, lightweight, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Lily's delivered on that. And I mean, I can't wait to physically have it in my hand in February and try it out. We can do some really, really cool stuff with it. So anyway, this video went way longer than I intended it to. I thought it was just going to be 2 or 3 minutes, but as normal, the Italian and Greek in me kept blabbing on. So anyway, hope you've been enjoying these last couple of videos. Sorry, the one before was really, really scattered. I'm kind of like just trying to fill time with things that I know I get asked on a daily basis before Sue comes, because then we'll just be flooded with Sue Lasma content, Citizen Zeus photo shoots, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm going to go to Adelaide. I'm going to do a vlog with Dave Ryder, the owner of Ryderwear, who is just fucking crushing the industry. Might check in with Massive Joe's, check out their headquarters, which they invited me to, which would be awesome. And then come back, got New Zealand, come back from that. I'm getting married in August. I'm moving houses next week. There's just so much going on. That almost I should have way too much content, but I keep forgetting to do these videos because I'm just so busy. And I've had a couple hours today after working on a busy Monday with Adrian to really relax before gym. I thought I'd go give you a quick video. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. I've noticed I'm getting a lot of questions and likes on videos, even though the subscribers are pretty low, and I'm getting a lot of PMs through Facebook and Instagram or whatever about it. So that's really, really cool. I really, really appreciate the support, and I'm grateful that people even watching or giving a shit about my advice or life experiences or whatever. So if there's anything you'd want me to do a video about, please leave it in the comments below. I will do it. Obviously, unless it's a really, really stupid question. Other than that, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Make sure you hit the red button. See you guys.